Welcome to Hear Me Out. My name's Ariana.
And I'm Callie, and we're the co-hosts.
This is Mr. Foltz,
our guest.
Today we're going to be how many years have you been doing teaching for sports?
So I started teaching here in Alpena, teaching physical education in 1997. So I did that for 25 years. Did it for an awful long time. Did it at every school in Alpena except for Besser. Even some of the schools are no longer schools. I started coaching back in my first coaching gig was doing like TBVA when I was in high school. So that was back in 1986.
What sports have you all taught?
Well, I have coached at the high school level. I've coached football, basketball, track and field. But in youth sports with Little League and things like that, I've done baseball, I've done travel basketball, I've done TBVA basketball, lots of different things. And I've helped out with soccer, but never actually coached. Soccer's just not my thing.
So how long have you been teaching, at schools?
Well, at schools, I did for 25 years, and then I retired from teaching 2 years ago, and actually came to work at the Boys and Girls Club the winter after I retired, and was here for nearly a year, and just loved it here.
Then you moved to the junior high?
I did. I moved to the junior high. I worked with the school success program through NEMSCA at the junior high now.
So what was your favorite sport to teach?
Oh, I don't know if I have a favorite. Basketball and football are my two favorite, I guess, if I was going to have any favorites. And I like them both for different reasons. The football is you got to get 11 people working together, all trying on the same page and doing the same things. Basketball, there's only 5 of them getting together. And with basketball, your players get a little more freedom, a little more creativity, I think.
How many games did you win?
How many games did we win? I don't know. Yes, every year keep track of records, wins and losses, things like that. But I couldn't even begin to come up with a number.
Have you ever been a gym teacher?
I was a gym teacher for a long time. I worked in the elementary schools for 20 years. Like I said earlier, at nearly all of the all of the ones that are open now, except for Besser. And then my last 5 years, I taught at the junior high, and I taught a couple of classes at the high school.
Which one is more fun to teach at the high school or the junior high?
They're just different. Because at the high school and the junior high, so you can do lots more complex things. But I really liked elementary also because it was the learning all of the basics of learning how to play games and learning strategies and skills and all of that stuff.
What was the best thing that has ever happened during a game?
Oh, goodness. I don't know if I can pick a particular game or a thing that happened. I coached for a lot of years before I had kids, and I coached at lots of different levels. When my kids got to high school, I coached in some of their sports. I coached football and basketball. My daughter played basketball, and my son played football and basketball. They both ran track. I never got to coach my daughter in that, but I did have my son for a couple of years. And that was always kind of nice, just being able to be there for their activities while you're still being there for everybody else. And it's, I don't know, for me, coaching was like probably my bigger passion than anything. And then when I got hired teaching, it was, we'll just take that same passion. We're doing similar things, and we're just moving it down to now we're doing it with these kids. So I've been very lucky. I've had a career where I always enjoyed doing the things that I love to do.
Did you do any sports when you were growing up?
I did do some sports when I was growing up. I played football. I played basketball. I ran track. That was pretty much about what I did. I was okay. I was not a superstar, certainly not even close, but I always enjoyed it and I always enjoyed working hard. And I always thought the best part about it was you go to school all day, and then after school, you get to go hang out with your friends for a couple more hours and doing things you like to do.
Which one was your favorite sport doing while you were growing up?
Whatever was in season. I always liked during basketball season, basketball was my favorite. During football season, football was my favorite. And then we played with the kids in the neighborhood. We always did baseball, or we would do golf, or we would do whatever. Tennis turned into more like baseball, but it was still fun.
What is the position that you played mostly in football?
Football, I was a running back and a defensive back. So on the side where we had the ball, I got to carry it sometimes. Mostly I did blocking. And on the other side, I was a lot smaller and faster then and could kind of keep up with the ball a little better.
Did you ever get seriously injured?
No, I was very fortunate. Never got seriously injured. Lots of minor aches and owies, but no injuries that ever had me out for more than a week at a time.
What sport did you have to commit to the most, and like what?
Well, it's funny you say that. We played, like I said, we played multiple sports. So in the fall, it was football. In the winter, it was basketball. In the spring, it was track and field. And we never had coaches that said, hey, you need to make a commitment. You need to do this and you need to do that. It was, we played what was in season and we played hard. And then out of season, we tried doing all of those other things as well. So during the summers, we were still lifting weights or shooting hoops or just scrimmaging with friends and things like that.
Have you ever tried anything like hockey?
You know, I did not try hockey. See, this is how old I am. When I was growing up in my town, because I'm not from Alpena, in my town we did have a hockey rink, but it was an outdoor rink. There was no indoor stadium. There was nothing, just an outdoor rink. And I just was never really into skating a whole lot. We'd do it for fun, but never got to play. And I don't know. Back then, I don't know if I'm not sure that I would handle the cold nearly as well as I do now.
Did you grow up in a different area?
Well, I grew up in northern Michigan, but I grew up just down US 23 or just up US 23 in Sheboygan. Now, do you girls play any sports?
Yeah, I do basketball, gymnastics, and silk.
Oh,
I do volleyball, cheerleading, and ice skating, figure skating.
awesome. So you guys are pretty busy then most of the year as well, huh? Do those activities go through the summer?
Yeah, gymnastics does.
Gymnastics.
Cheerleading, sort of.
Cheerleading, okay.
I also like to do dance league for basketball.
Good, that's good. Anytime you can get some extra anything in, that's always good. And the Dabs League just looks like a lot of fun. I watched quite a few games last year that looked like a lot of fun.
I just cheer for the middle school team.
Oh, nice for the Jets. Oh, very nice.
Oh, and I did for the Wildcat.
Fantastic. Now, when you guys are doing all of that, what is your favorite part about playing?
Like, especially with gymnastics, it's most you make friends with everybody, and then you basically just need to have fun. Unless you're actually on an event, so while you're waiting, you can play around with your friends, and then you focus on your event. You can go back to hang out with your friends.
Nice. That's one of the things that I've always enjoyed too. Is just you get to hang out with your friends for extra time that you wouldn't otherwise. And then the other part, how do you guys feel about your coaches? I'm sorry, how do you girls feel about your coaches?
For figure skating, I really like my coaches. Also for cheerleading, my aunt is one of the coaches. And for volleyball, I don't really talk to the coaches.
Okay,
I like all my coaches.
good. Good. That was one of the things that really drew me into doing some coaching was I had some awesome people who took time out of their life to work with me and all the other kids as well. And that's really one of the things that I really enjoy about coaching is being able to hopefully see some positives in someone that they might not see in themselves, or maybe push them a little harder than they think they can be pushed, and just kind of help build some of that confidence with them.
Have you ever been to some professional games like the Red Wings or?
I've never been to a Red Wings game. I have been to a Lions game, but it's been a very long time. See, I'm not one of these jump on the bandwagon Lion fans. I've been a Lion fan forever. The last Lions game I was at, however, was back during they actually had a strike during the NFL season one year, and I went during the strike and got to watch some interesting football. Not all the stars from the team then were not actually playing. They had other guys taking their replacements. So, but I've been to lots of Pistons basketball games, lots of Tigers baseball games. Just have not been to a Red Wings game.
I have been to a Red Wings game.
Have you?
We got to go for free because our class read the most books in the entire state.
Wow. So your whole class got to go? That's fantastic.
If they want to.
Yeah.
They didn't have to.
What do you guys like about going to the games?
Typically, the people you go with, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
The memories that you make.
Mm-hmm. I know we used to take our kids to some of the games, and it was probably their favorite thing. You know, games were always high on the list, but some of it was staying in the hotel and going to the pool and doing that kind of stuff and just getting downstate and doing something different.
Thank you for coming to the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh, you are welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for
Nothing.